You have been lied to for decades about what truly makes you sick and overweight. For generations, beef tallow was treated as a dietary pariah, a poison blamed for heart disease, while the food pyramid was filled with processed seed oils and sugars that destroyed our metabolic health. But the tide has officially turned. Led by a radical shift in public health policy under figures like RFK Jr., beef tallow is rising to the top of the food hierarchy. This video will reveal why this forbidden fat is actually the biological key to unlocking permanent weight loss and reclaiming your ancestral vitality. We are diving deep into the massive controversy currently shaking the foundations of the New York Times and the global health establishment. You will discover how political lobbying, not science, dictated your plate for 50 years, and how switching back to stable animal fats is the missing link for your slimming goals. This isn't just another diet trend. It is a metabolic revolution. We will explain exactly how the government is being forced to rewrite the rules, and why this shift is the most powerful tool you have to lose weight fast while protecting your cellular integrity from the damage of industrial oils. By watching until the end, you will understand how to weaponize this nutritional knowledge to trigger effortless fat burning and achieve a level of fitness you never thought possible. We are cutting through the noise to show you how this change adds years to your life, sharpens your mind, and simplifies your journey to lose weight healthily. If you are ready to stop fighting your biology and start working with it, this information will change your life. No more counting calories of fake food. It's time to embrace the truth that was hidden from you. The history of human nutrition underwent a catastrophic deviation in the late 20th century, a period marked by the demonization of traditional fats in favor of industrial experiments that have led us to a global health crisis. For years, the narrative was simple. Saturated fat was the enemy, and vegetable oils were the savior. However, the recent reporting in the New York Times regarding the resurgence of beef tallow and the influence of RFK Jr. health platform has exposed the cracks in this outdated foundation. When we talk about weight loss, we must first address the systemic inflammation caused by the very foods we were told were heart healthy. The rise of beef tallow to the top of the food pyramid isn't just a nostalgic return to tradition. It is a calculated, scientifically backed movement to restore the human metabolism. This shift is essential for anyone looking to slimming down and maintain a healthy weight without the constant hunger pangs associated with high-carb, low-fat diets. For too long, our healthy meal plans were built on a foundation of sand, specifically unstable polyunsaturated fatty acids that oxidize the moment they enter our system, causing a cascade of hormonal imbalances that make it nearly impossible to lose belly fat regardless of how much we exercise. The political landscape of 2026 has brought these issues to the forefront as the Make America Healthy Again initiative challenges the influence of big food corporations on dietary guidelines. Beef tallow, once discarded by fast food chains in the 1,990 seconds under pressure from misguided health advocates, is being recognized as a superior cooking medium because of its incredible stability. Unlike seed oils, which break down into toxic byproducts like 4-hydroxynonenal when heated, tallow remains intact, providing the body with the clean fuel it needs to boost metabolism and repair damaged cell membranes. This is the cornerstone of how to lose weight fast in a way that is actually sustainable. When the body is no longer under the constant siege of oxidative stress from industrial oils, it can finally prioritize fat burning over survival mode fat storage. This realization is a massive departure from the old calories in, calories out mantra that has failed millions of people. By focusing on the quality and stability of our fat sources, we are providing the most effective weight loss tips that go beyond surface level aesthetics and dive into the core of mitochondrial health. This is why the new pyramid looks so different. It prioritizes the fats that humans have thrived on for millennia, recognizing them as the primary drivers of satiety and hormonal regulation. Understanding the role of animal fats is also a critical component of mental health resources in the modern age. The brain is composed of nearly 60% fat, and the shift away from stable animal fats to unstable seed oils has been linked by various researchers to the rising rates of cognitive decline and mood disorders. When you incorporate beef tallow into your diet, you are not just working on your fitness, you are nourishing your nervous system. This holistic approach to health is what allows people to lose weight healthily while feeling better than they have in years. The connection between the gut, the brain, and the metabolic system is undeniable, and the current shift in the food pyramid acknowledges that we cannot have one without the others. For those looking to eliminate abdominal fat, the secret lies in lowering systemic inflammation and restoring insulin sensitivity, both of which are facilitated by a diet rich in stable, nutrient-dense animal fats, and low in processed inflammatory triggers. This is the radical truth that is currently causing such a stir in the media. The very thing we were told would kill us is actually the thing that will save us from the modern epidemic of metabolic disease. As we look deeper into the science of why tallow is so effective for weight loss, we see its unique profile of conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, and fat-soluble vitamins. CLA has been shown in numerous studies to assist in body fat reduction while preserving lean muscle mass, making it a holy grail for those focused on body composition. This isn't a shortcut or a magic pill. It is simply returning the body to its natural state of efficiency. When you align your eating habits with your evolutionary biology, you no longer have to struggle to lose weight fast. Your body does it naturally, because it is no longer being signaled to store fat by high insulin, high inflammation foods. The integration of beef tallow into modern life is a rebellion against a food industry that has profited from our sickness for half a century. It is a bold statement that health is our birthright, and that we refuse to be misled by biased studies funded by corporations. This movement is about taking control of your own biology, using the best available information to craft a life of energy and strength. By following the new guidelines that place these traditional fats at the center of the human diet, you are setting yourself up for a lifetime of success far beyond the reach of the latest fad diets. You are building a foundation of true health that will support your fitness goals and your long-term well-being in a way that few other changes can. This is the power of the tallow revolution, and it is why the world is finally starting to listen to the voices that were silenced for so long. The transformation of our global health landscape hinges on a fundamental understanding of hormonal signaling, a science that was conveniently ignored during the era of low-fat dogma. When we examine the true drivers of obesity, we find that the primary culprit is not the total number of calories, but the hormonal environment created by those calories. By reintroducing beef tallow into our daily routines, we are effectively flipping the switch on our internal pharmacy. Unlike the refined carbohydrates and sugars that dominated the old food pyramid, animal fats do not trigger a massive release of insulin. Since insulin is the body's primary fat storage hormone, keeping its levels low and stable is the most effective way to initiate consistent weight loss. When insulin is high, the body is biologically locked in storage mode, making it nearly impossible to access stored energy for fuel. By shifting to a tallow-based fat profile, you are signaling to your cells that it is safe to release stored lipids, thereby facilitating a state of natural fat burning that remains active even while you sleep. This is the physiological secret that allows individuals to lose weight fast without the grueling hunger pangs that characterize traditional calorie-restricted diets. When you prioritize nutrient-dense animal fats, your body finally receives the signal of abundance it has been craving, allowing the hunger hormone ghrelin to subside and the satiety hormone leptin to take the lead. This hormonal recalibration is exactly why the 2026 health initiatives, led by figures like RFK Jr., are focusing so heavily on the quality of our food supply. The crusade against ultra-processed foods is, at its heart, a crusade to save our metabolic flexibility. For decades, the public was encouraged to consume industrial seed oils, falsely labeled as heart-healthy, which are high in linoleic acid. This specific fatty acid, when consumed in excess, integrates into our cell membranes and stays there for years, causing a pro-inflammatory state that sabotages any attempt at slimming. These oils are hidden in almost every prepackaged meal, making it difficult for the average person to lose weight healthily despite their best efforts in the gym. By stripping away these industrial lubricants and replacing them with stable, ancestral fats like beef tallow, we are removing the primary roadblock to cellular health. This transition is vital for anyone struggling to lose belly fat, as the inflammation caused by seed oils specifically targets visceral adipose tissue, leading to that stubborn, dangerous midsection weight that seems resistant to everything. When you eliminate these toxins, you are not just dieting. You are performing a metabolic detox that allows you to eliminate abdominal fat by healing the very cells that store it. Integrating these concepts into your healthy meal plans requires a total shift in how you view your kitchen. For too long, we have been told that boiling, steaming, and using non-stick sprays were the only ways to stay healthy. The reality is that cooking with beef tallow provides a high heat stability that protects your food from oxidation, ensuring that your nutrients remain intact. This simple kitchen swap is one of the most practical weight loss tips available, because it makes the transition to a low-carbohydrate or ketogenic lifestyle feel like a luxury rather than a sacrifice. The rich flavor and deep satiety provided by animal fats mean you naturally eat less, without the need for willpower. This is a radical departure from the fitness industry's obsession with eating more to lose more, which often just leads to more metabolic confusion. Instead, we are looking at a model where the body is so well nourished by fat-soluble vitamins and stable energy that it naturally gravitates toward its ideal weight. This is the core of a true boost metabolism strategy, not through stimulants or caffeine, but through providing the mitochondria with the high-quality fatty acids they need to produce ATP efficiently and cleanly. Furthermore, we must address the profound impact this dietary shift has on our cognitive and emotional states. Modern mental health resources are increasingly looking toward the gut-brain axis and the role of lipids in neurological function. The brain is the most fat-dependent organ in the body, and the fat-free craze of the 90s and 2000s coincided with the dramatic spike in anxiety, depression, and cognitive decline. By restoring beef tallow to its rightful place at the top of the food pyramid, we are essentially greasing the gears of our neurotransmitters. A diet high in stable saturated fats provides the cholesterol necessary for brain cell membranes and the production of hormones like testosterone and estrogen, which are critical for both physical fitness and emotional stability. When your brain is fueled by ketones derived from high-quality animal fats, you experience a level of focus and mental clarity that is impossible to achieve on a glucose-heavy diet. This mental edge is what keeps people motivated to stay on track. It's much easier to lose weight healthily when you feel happy, grounded, and sharp. The narrative portrayed in the New York Times regarding RFK Jr.'s influence on the USDA highlights a growing demand for transparency in our food systems. We are moving away from a time when corporate interests could dictate the health of an entire nation through biased guidelines. The new pyramid is a reflection of a populist health movement that values bio-individuality and ancestral wisdom over industrial convenience. For the person at home trying to lose weight fast, this means the path has been cleared of the misinformation that previously led to failure. You are no longer fighting a losing battle against a system designed to keep you hungry and addicted to processed carbs. By embracing the Tallow revolution, you are participating in a global movement to reclaim human health from the ground up. Whether your goal is to slimming down for an event or to completely overhaul your life to avoid chronic disease, the solution starts with what you put in your pan. The era of fearing animal fat is over, and the era of metabolic freedom has begun. We are finally seeing that the road to a leaner, stronger, and more resilient body is paved with the very fats we were once told to avoid. This is the ultimate reward for those willing to look past the headlines and trust the biology that has sustained our species for millions of years. The piece of the metabolic puzzle lies in the long-term sustainability of this ancestral shift and its profound implications for the future of global longevity. As we move deeper into 2026, the cultural conversation surrounding weight loss has evolved from a desperate struggle for aesthetics into a sophisticated pursuit of biological optimization. The influence of policy changes championed by RFK Jr. has finally forced the medical establishment to acknowledge that the human body is not a simple furnace where all calories burn equally. It is a complex, delicate chemical plant that requires specific, high-quality inputs to function. When you embrace beef tallow as your primary lipid source, you are providing your body with a level of nutrient density that was absent in the era of processed seed oils. This is particularly evident when we look at the fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K2, which are naturally present in tallow. These vitamins are the catalysts for every major metabolic process, including the ones that allow you to boost metabolism and maintain a high level of daily energy. Without these essential cofactors, your body remains in a state of hidden hunger, where you consume plenty of calories, but your cells are essentially starving for micronutrients. This nutritional deficiency is a major reason why many people fail to lose weight fast. Their bodies are simply too stressed and malnourished to let go of stored energy. By shifting your focus toward these nutrient-dense animal fats, you are essentially signaling to your brain that the environment is abundant, which shuts down the survival-driven urge to overeat and allows for a natural, effortless transition towards slimming. This realization is the ultimate solution for those who have spent years trying to lose belly fat with little to no success. The stubborn nature of midsection weight is often a result of chronic cortisol elevation and the inflammatory signaling of omega-6 heavy vegetable oils. By replacing these inflammatory triggers with the stable, anti-inflammatory profile of tallow, you are cooling the fires of systemic inflammation and allowing your hormones to return to their baseline. This is the only way to truly eliminate abdominal fat in a way that doesn't just involve temporary water loss, but actual fat cell shrinkage. As your insulin sensitivity improves and your cellular membranes are rebuilt with healthy saturated fats, you will find that your body becomes a more efficient fat-burning machine. This isn't just about looking better in the mirror, it's about the profound health implications of reducing visceral fat, which is the primary driver of modern metabolic disease. When you incorporate these principles into your healthy meal plans, you are building a fortress against the chronic illnesses that have plagued the last 3 generations. The new food pyramid isn't just a guide, it's a manifesto for a new era of human performance, where fitness is defined by resilience, strength, and metabolic flexibility. Furthermore, we must recognize that the most effective weight loss tips are the ones that address the psychological and neurological components of eating. The old model of willpower-based dieting was a failure because it ignored the fact that your brain's reward system is hardwired to seek out the energy density found in animal fats. When you deprive yourself of these fats, your brain interprets it as a famine, leading to the hangry episodes and binges that sabotage even the best intentions. However, when beef tallow is the centerpiece of your diet, your brain receives a constant, stable supply of energy, which is one of the most powerful mental health resources available. This stability eliminates the dopamine-driven cravings for sugar and processed snacks, making the journey to lose weight healthily a peaceful and empowering experience rather than a constant battle against your own biology. You no longer have to rely on sheer grit to stay on track. Your body naturally prefers the clean, long-lasting energy provided by ketones and fatty acids. This mental clarity and emotional stability are the secret weapons of the tallow revolution, allowing you to focus your energy on your career, your family, and your personal growth rather than being obsessed with your next meal. As the guidelines continue to shift and the truth about beef tallow becomes mainstream, we are seeing a massive wave of people who are finally able to lose weight fast and keep it off for good. This is because they have stopped fighting their evolutionary heritage and started honoring it. The transition to a tallow-based diet is a return to the dietary habits that sustained our ancestors through the harshest conditions, providing them with the strength and cognitive function required for survival. In 2026, we are applying this ancient wisdom to the modern world to solve the modern problems of obesity and lethargy. This is the highest form of fitness, the ability to navigate a toxic food environment by choosing the most bioavailable and stable fuel source on the planet. Whether you are an elite athlete or someone just starting their journey to slimming, the benefits of this shift are universal. By choosing tallow, you are choosing a path of less resistance, where your body works with you to achieve your goals. The science is settled, the policy is changing, and the results speak for themselves. This is your invitation to leave the old, broken pyramid behind and step into a future where your health is in your own hands. The rise of beef tallow to the top of the food pyramid represents more than just a change in what we eat. It represents a change in how we think about our relationship with nature and our own bodies. By prioritizing these traditional fats, you are taking a stand against the industrialization of the human diet and the commodification of our health. You are choosing to lose weight healthily by providing your cells with the building blocks they have evolved to recognize and use. This is the ultimate goal of any weight loss journey, to arrive at a place of vibrant health where you are no longer a victim of your metabolism, but its master. As you move forward, remember that every meal is an opportunity to either feed your disease or fuel your vitality. By choosing the stable, nutrient-dense power of beef tallow, you are choosing vitality every single time. This is the end of the confusion and the beginning of a new chapter, where you can finally eliminate abdominal fat, boost metabolism, and live the high-performance life you were always meant to lead. The revolution is here, it's in your kitchen, and it's time to take your place at the top of the pyramid.
There's a natural solution to speed up your metabolism, control cravings, and support your weight loss journey naturally and effectively. Click the link in the first pinned comment to start transforming your body. If you want to truly transform your body and learn how to lose belly fat healthily, don't stop here. In the next video, I'll share practical strategies and little-known secrets to boost your metabolism and keep the weight off for good. Click now and discover how to take your weight loss to the next level